Hey guys, Malcolm here at Bug Out Brothers, and today I'm going to show you 3 beer can survival hacks. Stay tuned. So for the first survival hack, I'm going to show you how to make a directional candle holder using just a beer can. So to start off, what we want to do is kind of draw like an I, a capital I, going across your can just like that, alright? Now you want to be kind of careful, you do have sharp edges here, but as you can see I've cut along that eye line, and then what we want to do is fold these 2 wings open like this. So now we're going to place the candle inside here and light it. So as you can see, you can also hang the candle holder by the tab on top. And what's great about this is it turns the omnidirectional candle light into a directional light source. This is really great for if there's a thunderstorm and you lose power and you have to resort to candles. This could really come in handy. So that is the first beer can survival hack. Alright, so for my second beer can survival hack, I'm going to teach you how to make a candle using a beer can, some olive oil, and a paper towel. So the first thing you want to do is kind of fold this paper towel into a wick. Okay, so kind of twist it up like this. Now we want to soak this in olive oil, and this can get a little messy, but I've got a Tupperware container here. Alright, you want to get this good and saturated. So while that is soaking up, we're going to pour a fairly large amount of olive oil into the beer can. I'm using a measuring cup, not because I'm measuring it, but I want this little spout here to make it nice and clean. You want to fill this up about halfway, honestly. And it's pretty close to halfway. So now you take your completely saturated wick and you feed it into the can. Oh boy. Okay, so I've got the paper towel here rolled up. I've got it feeding down into about this much of olive oil, and let's go ahead and light it. Now it's going to burn the paper towel a little bit at first, but what eventually is going to happen is that the wick is going to suck up the olive oil from down below up the wick, and that's what is going to actually be burning, is just the olive oil. So as you can see, this is quite a large flame and it's burning quite well, and that is because it's not actually the paper towel that's burning. The paper towel is actually soaking up the olive oil from down here. It's traveling up, and the olive oil is what's actually burning. So this is a great hack for if you you find yourself in a blackout situation where you don't have any candles or flashlights and you need some kind of light source, just a little bit of olive oil and paper towels, and you've got quite a well light source. You could actually also use this as a heat source, or maybe even to boil some water if you needed to. So for my third beer can survival hack, I'm going to show you how to make a fish hook out of the beer can tab and a Leatherman. So this is a great trick to know, because if you're ever out in the wilderness and you're in a real survival situation, no matter where you are, you're going to find trash. It's very sad, but you really can't escape trash. No matter where you go, if you're near a water source, chances are you're going to be able to find a beer can or a soda can washed up on shore somewhere. So use that to your advantage. So to do this, there's actually a few different techniques that you can use to turn this into a fish hook. And I think ideally you'd probably have a pair of dikes, diagonal cutters instead. But in a real survival situation, I know I wouldn't be carrying around a pair of dikes. I'd have a Leatherman on me. So let's give that a try. So to start, I'm going to be making 3 different cuts, and you can kind of see with those black lines where I'm going to be making the cuts. First, I'm going to start off cutting down at an angle here. So this will be the actual hook, and that'll be kind of like a little barb right there. And then I'll be cutting this off up here, and I'll be cutting it right there. Okay, so that's the start. So again, some dikes probably make this job a little bit easier, but as you can see, I've already kind of got the start of a hook right here. This pointy part is what the fish would bite onto. I'm going to try to bend this little piece here back. So using just a beer can tab and a Leatherman, I was able to make a pretty nifty little fish hook here. And like I said, this is actually quite strong. It's quite surprising how strong this metal can be. As you can see, this can hold up my entire knife, no problem. So you can imagine that being a fairly large fish right there. So there you go, guys. That is my 3 survival hacks using a beer can. If you guys found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button down below. And don't forget to subscribe for more great prepping and survival hack videos.